having the PPA set up, now it's time for us to determine our all-in rate. So basically, I'm going to talk about it. So the all-in rate is basically based on a base rate, and then we have a margin, and then we have a swap rate. So the base rate in the United States is the 3-month London Interbank Offer Rate. And then the lenders might demand for an additional risk for investing in such a project, and also they might demand also for a jurisdictional risk. So there is always a margin that is added to the base rate to compensate the lenders for jurisdictional risk and project risk. And then we also have the swap rate, which comes as a result of this base rate, because the base rate is not always fixed, so it might float at times. So we have the fixed to floating swap. So this, as a result, the lenders might demand a premium on and above this base rate plus this margin to compensate for these fluctuations in the base rate. So this is why we have this swap at 50 basis point, and we know that 50 basis point is to convert it to a percentage, we have to divide it by 10,000. So the all-in rate is going to be the sum of all of these basis points here. So we have 465 basis points. And then the next thing we want to do is to account for the operational maintenance and all of the other operational costs here. So this cost is going to be this cost is going to impact revenue going forward. So we want to account for it in megawatt hour. So it's very easy. So basically, because we want to make this model to be dynamic, we are going to use the index and match formula here, but we are just basically taking these numbers, the dollar per cost. We're taking the number and we are just dividing it by whatever the megawatt hour of production is here. We have also set up the validation table here that selects for us the production that this project will be engaging in. So we have it set up there for P50, but we can also switch it to P99 and P75 and such. So we can go to estimate this. We take this and we just divide it by the index, and we are indexing all of this here, reference that we F4, and we want to match. It means we are trying to look for this value P50. We are looking for that value which we reference with F4. We are looking for it here, so we match that cell as well. We reference that as well, and then comma 0 for an index match our formula, comma 0 for an exact match. We close the bracket 2 times and we press enter. We can take this and fill it for the rest of the course, or ESF, basis formulas. So we can now auto sum that, and we get the total there. And then for the inverter replacement, we know that the inverter reserve is going to accrue over time. So they set up $30,000 a year for 15 years, so that in case this has to be replaced, then it will be replaced. There is a cost that has been set aside already for that replacement. So we have to account for that cost going forward, because we're going to be using that later on in calculating our free cash flow. So we take this number and we multiply it by the total number of years, because it's accruing each year. So $450,000 approximately. So that being said, for now, we have done our almost everything for the assumption section. Pretty much, we are now ready to complete our production revenue, expenses, and EBITDA schedule. Everything is joined into one. So we're gonna be doing this in the next video. Hopefully I'll see you there.